can party all night. It's the best friend weekend. We can party all night. It's the best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew. It's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Rog Smuve and Rumble. Aldo NICE is the uncle.
Feels like I've been waiting about 365 days for this day, and I still got a week to wait. But you know, that's not that bad. But I'm starting to smell that shit around the corner. I'm starting to get excited. You know what I'm talking about, bruh. Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, spread life. And this brings me to my next point. Hey, bruh, this holiday, I'm not putting up with it. I refuse to put up with it. Hey, all you plate police out there, I need you to mind your business. When I'm maneuvering through the line, loading up my plate, indulging in the good food, being a glutton in the good food, I don't need you to make little whack-ass comments along the lines of, oh, my, you gonna eat all that? Oh, my, you hungry, huh? Like, oh, boy, you ain't playing, huh? Hey, bro, just stay in your lane and we ain't gonna have no problems. Happy Thanksgiving.
Whoa. Welcome to the best friend weekend. It's your boy Rog Smuve.
Wow, it's your boy Los, aka C.A.P.
So yeah, man, unfortunately, your boy Aldo NICE, your man's Aldo NICE, you know, is not originally with us right now, but his opinions will be interjected in later.
Believe it. I think this is one of the first pods he missed, huh? I think it's his first off day.
This is the
in almost
first
2
pod.
years. Yeah.
Well,
Shout out Aldo NICE, man.
Speaking of what Rumble is talking about,
hey,
how you feel about plate police?
Say, bro, he's speaking big facts. You know what I'm saying? Like me, it depends on like if I when I go home, you know, sometimes you eat at 2 or 3 different places, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear none of that negativity about me putting buku turkey and ham and dressing and the little baked corn daddy and green beans, green. I don't want to hear nothing about that on my plate, man. Let me rock out. It's a day for me to eat like the inner fat boy that I really am, bro. Let me
do me.
Yeah.
I don't have that same feeling that y'all have because maybe my family is just not as big as y'all. I've always pretty much had Thanksgiving with a maximum of 6 people, maximum.
No, you serious?
Usually, yeah. It's not a big. I don't have a big family. I got an old family, man. So I don't have a big family. So most of the time, my mom's still making a lot of food, and it's nice when it all goes to her. Like she wants it all gone. So, you know, like it's always. And there's no plate police. You know what I mean? Like, not granted, we don't want to waste no food, so nobody's wasting food. But nobody checked me about fixing a big plate. And they know I'm gonna eat it.
In my family, we're not a super huge family. We average about maybe 20 to 25 people on Thanksgiving, somewhere around there. Wow. I know people who got 65, you know, who average a huge, big amount. But Thanksgiving mostly
65.
Yeah, I know some families got 65 people in them. You know, everybody had to bring 4 or 5 dishes. But
imagine having a cook for 65 people.
But most of the time, it's everybody's cooking and bringing the food. You know what I'm saying? When you have a huge family like that. Like my family, I fry turkey. So I normally fry 2 turkeys, 2 20, 25 pound, about 25 pound or better turkeys. We have one ham, you know, maybe a little small one, but we have one huge ham. Pause. And my aunt does a big gumbo pot of greens. My mama do buku dressing because, you know, right now, used to be, you know how tradition get passed down in your family. Used to be your grandma who make the dressing, and then she get too old or she passed away. Then your mama start making the dressing. You know, my mother is down at 70 now, so my little cousin and them trying to learn how to make the dressing just like my mama, because we don't want the dressing if we don't taste like my mama dressing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like more with my mama biscuits. Don't nobody want that bland ass dressing if you don't know how to make dressing like my mama. So you know, it's traditions getting passed down. My daddy used to do the turkeys. I do the turkeys now. But yeah, everybody kind of pitch in and contribute. Somebody make the yams. You know what I'm saying? We got couple of my other cousins. They bringing stuff. So everybody pitch in and bring big dishes, and we all come together. And fellowship and just eat till you can't eat no more. And then after you eat, you take a nap and then you pull up, watch football.
That's real cool. I have never been a part of a Thanksgiving that was that big. I actually appreciate my small Thanksgiving because I think usually if I'll buy a good alcohol, it'll have something like small batch on it. And I've always been, under the impression that small batch is going to taste better. When you're cooking for 65 people or 25, or not, I'm sure your food tastes good, but I'm just saying, you make that just regular Sunday dinner because that's pretty much what Thanksgiving is for us. My mama throw down on Sundays anyway.
Yeah.
Regular Thanksgiving meal for us is a regular Sunday dinner, just maybe a couple more dishes. It's hitting, It's not like if you mess up a meal for 65, like that's a big blunder.
Yeah, but Thanksgiving you bring out it's like in a championship game or a playoff game. You don't bring out nobody off the bench for the championship game. You know what I'm saying? For Thanksgiving and Christmas, you bring the starters out. You know what I'm saying? You bring the starters out. But that's why I was saying, my mother had to start showing people how to make the dressing but she's still making it, but in the future, just in case. That don't mean they making the dressing for Thanksgiving. Like you practice on days it's not Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you'll make it for us on a Sunday or something. Everybody like, we want some dressing there. You make a small pan just to check it out and see how you do. Or you practice for Thanksgiving. Your pan never makes it to the table. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's practice. I remember I fried my first turkey. That turkey was just a turkey that was in my parents' house. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a turkey for Thanksgiving or Christmas. You got to practice for you. You got to put some shots up before you get in the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you have a big family, and nobody who gonna mess up the food is coming. And then too, if you mess up the food, that means you gotta hurry up and cook some more because you tasted that food before you left the house. And if you come put that down on the table, you getting clowned. You know what I'm saying? One thing you cannot do is come to
no, you can't put down a fucked up meal on the table in front of niggas. Like you can't do that.
No.
So I wanna ask you before we get too far in the Thanksgiving talk first. Yeah. I'm not sure. We just talked about this. We all live in different places than where we're from, and we all be probably traveling back home or to some destination to have Thanksgiving with our families. So let's wish all of our loyal listeners, even the first time listeners, everybody that's listening to this particular podcast as well, happy Thanksgiving in advance.
For sure.
But I do want to ask you, so sticking with food, because that's what Thanksgiving seems like it's all about. It's not about giving thanks. To me, it's about eating.
Stupid. It's about giving thanks. Don't listen to Raj, man.
All right, cool. That's what Christmas is for me. But anyway, what Thanksgiving dishes can you not be without? You can choose as many as you want, but give me the most important where I cannot miss out on this.
The most important is turkey. Like I don't Thanksgiving like Thanksgiving without turkey, man. It's a disappointment. It got to be fried too. I don't know what turkey out of the oven tastes like. I've eaten smoked turkey. I haven't had baked turkey where you had to put your turkey in the oven, for 2 days straight and baste it, and I just think that's stupid. In my personal opinion, but I've only eaten fried turkey. I have to have turkey, dressing, and corn pudding, bro. Like corn pudding is a staple in my family. Even though I'm probably one of the only people, I love corn. By the way, but gotta have corn pudding, man. And I can really do those three, and greens. Gotta have greens, bro.
What type of greens?
Everything. Gotta be collard, man. Gotta have collard greens. Gotta have the green with the collar on them, man, like a pit bull. Okay. I want collard greens, man. You know what I'm saying? The choke chain on them bitches.
Mine are so different than yours. I don't know what they eat. North Louisiana people eat so much different than South Louisiana people.
Big facts.
But I got three staples, and that's rice dressing. Gotta have rice dressing. I have to have my rice dressing. Gotta have some kind of baked spaghetti, and for just I guess tidbit into what's going on, I'm making baked spaghetti this year for our Thanksgiving. It's gonna be raw. It's gonna be off the chain. I already know it. And then I gotta have some sort of meat, and turkey is definitely my go-to meat. But have you ever had a such thing as a turkey roll?
A turkey roll?
A turkey roll.
No, I've never eaten a turkey roll before. What does that consist of?
It's a turkey, but you know how a turkey has a caucus, like basically like a little basketball.
Yeah.
Like that's what a turkey is, and then basketball with legs, right?
Okay.
Well, what you do is you cut every single bone out. So basically, the turkey is flat. You split it in half. Turkey's flat. You stuff it with whatever, some sort of dressing. I don't know. I don't know what it's made of, but whatever you want to stuff it with. They got a lady that's famous in the B that's for making them. That's who's making our turkey roll this year. But anyway, and then you roll it, tie it with the little ties. You know, the little ties that can survive in the oven, and you cook it in the oven so it don't have no bones on it. It's the most delicious form of turkey I've ever had in my life.
Y'all eating lunch meat. Y'all basically eating lunch meat.
You just don't have the bones. Nah, it's the same turkey you eating. It just don't have the bones.
Okay, I never heard.
You don't have to go and slice your turkey. Like you don't have to slice your pieces off of the carcass. It's already gone. There's no bones in it. It's not lunch meat. I promise you. Don't knock it till you try it.
I know it. I mean, it's down south. It's probably good. Have you ever heard of a turducken before?
I've heard of a turducken.
I've been to somebody's house and instead of a turkey, they had a turducken. I was like, okay, I like duck meat. You know, whatever. It's cool. Pause. But I was disappointed they didn't have turkey. You know, like when you at somebody's house for Thanksgiving. Go ahead.
Speaking of turkey, or speaking of meat in a cylindrical form, our good friend, one of our beloved, Monique, was caught on stage.
Boy, that one. That wasn't no damn Monique. That was Jill Scott. So you trying to say all big women look alike?
Well, Monique, Jill Scott, tomato. So Jill Scott was on stage giving the microphone a hand job, blow job combination.
Dome.
How did you feel about that? How did that make you feel?
Me, I've listened to Jill Scott music before, so I wasn't surprised. I've been known she's a big freak, no pun intended. Mm-hmm. You know, I knew that a long time ago. So, I mean, I don't understand why it went viral. I just look, you know, like most days I go on my Twitter and just look and see what's trending. And that was trending one day, and I was like, what is going on with this Jill Scott? And then, you know, you start seeing the memes of her on the plane and that movie she was in. I forgot the name. I think it was a Tyler Perry daddy. Why did I get married or something like that? And you know, but it was like, I seen the video of her husband who left her because she was fat, then she got skinny, and he wanted her back. Well, anyway, but so I was seeing memes about Jill Scott. I'm like, man, what is going on? And I'm thinking she actually giving some real dome. Like I said, I definitely want to see this. I go to Twitter, boom, right. Click on Jill Scott, Jill Scott, and she's sitting there singing and making false pretenses towards a mic. I'm like, bro, I don't want to fucking. I saw half of it.
So you telling me you went to, like, instead of going to Google, you went to Pornhub and typed Jill Scott because you thought it was some real dome.
After I saw the mic thing, I said, this can't be it. So I definitely asked Siri to guide me to Pornhub and let me see that Jill Scott dome. And right. Siri said, I cannot find that information.
Well, I can tell you that Jill Scott. Yeah. So it didn't turn me on. I'm gonna be honest, because it could have been somebody else, and it may have turned me on. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But she looked like she know what she's doing. Huh?
Oh, she definitely know what she's doing.
And just to go ahead and throw this out there, that microphone had that lemon, yeah. but she know what she's doing. Yeah. And that's a good thing. I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan. I mean, I can't say that I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm not a big fan of that dome. I'd rather just get straight to that monkey, to be honest with you.
Oh, we different that way, brother. I absolutely enjoy and am a huge fan of getting dome. I have absolutely no problems with that. I think that's a art and a skill that is very appreciated by me and any listeners that are of the female descent. You guys keep working. I had no problem with that at all.
Keep perfecting your craft.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Jill Scott got it. Jill Scott
got yeah. And then too, I was thinking to myself, I hope, because she put the mic in her mouth, I think, at one point, and I was thinking to myself, dang. I wonder how many dudes or people didn't touch that mic. Like, it got kind of like, yeah, it's a mic.
That's Jill Scott, though, bro. Like, she probably brought her own mic.
Yeah, but I mean, somebody got to touch it and grab it and put it up before or something. I don't know. I feel like it's almost like putting your mouth on a doorknob. Like
Well,
fake sucking off a doorknob.
At worst, she's building her immune system. Because you don't know how many. You don't know how many. You know what I'm saying? Like on that real mic, on that mic that she used to doing what she was doing. You don't know how many mouths have been on that mic either. So you know,
big facts.
Either way, it's dirty. You don't know how many mics she giving that neck to.
Speaking of necks.
Speaking of necks. The next thing that we're gonna talk about. What's your dog name? Neck Daddy, huh? What they call him?
Neck. I don't know what they call that boy, but I swear to God, I don't know if y'all saw it out there. That picture that's floating around IG, Twitter, all your social media sites of the guy who got arrested. He was neck deep in charges. It looked like he might have swallowed a turkey roll whole, sideways. I think he might be from the B. What's the lady name? Miss Gladys that got the turkey rolls?
No, the nigga name is Charles Dion McDowell.
That guy. What did he get charged for? Negligence?
Negligence. That's funny because there's a whole bunch of memes out there, a whole bunch of sayings, and you know people are just doing a play on words on the word neck. What are some of the ones that you have seen that you like? You gave me some already, and those
those in the text group. Like it was like negligence. You know, it's like wait till you see. Huh? Yeah, shout out Uncle Trick and that boy Rumble. You know what I'm saying? On to the next one or his next show. I swear to God, I still don't believe that's that man real. It's no way your neck is wider than your head.
Bro, that's his real neck. You done seen, won't you go Google like Roman Harper neck? Like type that in. Roman Harper neck. They got some dudes, what's your boy? Takeo Spike's neck. Like these dudes that's like into doing these like, you know, shoulder workouts and like really, really working out. Them boys got some big necks.
Pause. But that boy neck was that dude neck was extreme. Like the dimensions of his neck was wider than his actual head, man.
No, they don't make shirts for him.
No, he definitely can't. He definitely can't wear a button up. Can't wear a button up. And I feel like he probably could swallow more food at one time than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you know. Hey,
I don't know if his esophagus is open like that though. That's meat. That's meat. That's all meat. Like if he was a turkey, you can make the roll out of just his neck.
Definitely. He
you don't
might
need
be
the
a
rest
turducken.
A turneck. So let me tell you some of the let me tell you some of the best memes or best comments that was kind of posted below that picture. Yeah. So that neck tattoo, because he got tattoos, right? Said that neck tattoo cost 6 racks. They charge per square foot. Somebody said that boy can drink peanut butter. Somebody said, this is the best one to me. This is the best one. It said, all his shirts are an extra large.
Hey, I heard a funny one. They said this is what happened when you eat a Popeye's biscuit with no water.
Dude said that boy got a chest tattoo on his neck.
Damn.
And then of course the one that like everybody been saying up to his neck in charges.
Yeah.
Bro, these are so funny. Like the internet wins every time. 100% of the time.
The internet has been undefeated since the internet been out, basically, especially since social media came out. And when did you first start seeing memes?
I don't know.
Like
what was the first meme? That's a good question.
What was the first meme you ever saw?
That's a good thing. When we post this on social media, if somebody listens, maybe I will buy somebody a best friend weekend dad hat. If you can tell me, give me something that's gonna be like, oh yeah. That was the meme. It don't have to be the first meme.
Well, one of the
just
first.
Give me something that's like, where I'll be like, okay, that's one of them. I need that. Best friend weekend dad hat coming your way.
Y'all hear that's a challenge. That's the old meme challenge. We got a challenge with the best friend weekend podcast. The old meme challenge.
Get
your dad hat.
Bring back the old meme. Throwback meme.
I'm trying to think of one. A throwback meme.
But don't give them away, Los. Let's let the listeners.
No, I'm not gonna give it away. I'm just trying to think of one for myself. I just don't. I had a couple in my head, but yeah. Throwback. Old meme challenge. Who got the oldest meme? The most old yeah meme.
The most old yeah meme, huh?
The most old yeah meme. Get a turkey roll and nah, you get a dad hat. Courtesy of a Rog Smuve. A neck daddy.
Well, Los, you know what time it is this year, right?
What time is it this year?
It's cuddle season.
Definitely, it's cuddle season. It's about that time. It's
also
season. It's trying to cuddle up.
It's also a time where it seems like mental health is being brought to the forefront a whole lot.
Hey,
tell me about that.
It's going crazy. Everybody know I'm a big fan of Charlemagne the God, and he wrote a book called Shook Ones. I haven't read it or anything like that, but I think it's I'm sure it's a pretty good book. But I mean, even before he wrote that book, it seemed like this whole year and kind of beginning of last year, everybody has been really just focusing on mental health. Like everybody, like, I suffer from anxiety or depression. It just seemed like a conversation that's being had a whole lot more in the black community, more than any other community that I've noticed. Well, I think everybody else has been going to therapy and things of that nature, but I feel like black people are just jumping on that wave, just like hookahs and all other ways we jump on. But I feel like now, a lot of black people are going to therapy, saying, admitting to their, to their mental health and trying to make sure they're up on those things. It just seems like a time where, I guess people are trying to be a lot more healthy, physically and mentally. And the conversation is being had a whole lot more. The reason I say this, I was in the barbershop last week, and dude was just in there talking about, he bipolar and, he got PTSD and he's never been to war and anything like that. And he just didn't know. I mean, he was he's probably like 30 years old. When he was sitting right next to me too. So when he says bipolar, I kind of scooted over a little bit and made sure I was on guard, because you never know, shawty. You know what I'm saying? I got my fire on me. But it just seemed like something that I think we as a culture and a black community are coming out with a lot more. I don't know. I guess I'm sure it's a good thing. It has to be a good thing. And I was like asking myself one day, do I suffer from some of this? You know what I mean? I couldn't really, I don't know if I'm not depressed. I guess my question is, at what point do you know? Or do you or is it something that you go to the doctor and they be like, hey, yo, yeah, this is what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? How do you know how do I know I haven't like bad anxiety, or how do I know I'm depressed? You know what I mean? Without going to be diagnosed. You know what I mean? I guess those are my questions. And then, how does that work?
I've never been to the doctor for anything like that. But I think that last year, I don't know if it was around this time, but last year, just moving to a new place, because I moved from Louisiana to here in Denver.
Yeah.
About a year and a half ago. But whenever I first moved, man, just the anxiety of, it was almost like my body was in autopilot, because I moved and I was just like, man, I don't care what nobody says about my move. I'm moving. I don't know why I'm moving. I'm just doing it. Like, it's just like, I'm just moving. And then once I got here, I wanted to be here, but there was just so much on my plate, I'm over the hill. I'm over 30 years old now. Like, I'm not where I want to be career wise. Like, I'm thinking about all of these things. I don't have no girlfriend. Like, all of these things are just coming to my mind, like a year ago whenever I first moved here, and I had all of this just on my plate. And I'm not saying that I ever contemplated any type of suicide or anything like that, but like, I just know what anxiety feels like. I want to thank every single friend of mine that was ever there for me, because it's not something that, like, I'm being very vulnerable right now and letting the world know that. But I just needed my friends there for support, and everybody that's in my life was there and supported the decisions that I made and the things that I was going through, even though they might have not even known the things that I was going through. But I do want to say this. I think that this is one of those things. You ever heard this saying? It sounds like I'm going totally off topic, but I'm not. But you ever heard this saying that a dog mouth is cleaner than a human mouth?
Yes, I have.
Do you believe that?
I mean, Kevin Gates don't get tired.
I don't believe that.
He said it a lot.
Right. Yeah, and then you give me every single Chuck Norris meme. But I don't think that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's mouth. But here's something. So in my research of like suicide and anxiety during these winter months, or these upcoming winter months, I actually found out that research on seasonal effects on suicide rates suggests that prevalence of suicide is greatest during late spring and early summer months. I want to say that I don't necessarily believe that. And I don't know if it may happen in the spring and summer, but I feel like it's triggered in the winter because there's something called seasonal affective disorder. So harsh winter increases the prevalence of diseases and whatnot. And these diseases come about from a minimal amount of sunlight. So in turn, the notion is indicative of a winter season have a general association with suicide rates. Some also believe that holiday cheer amplifies loneliness and hopelessness in people who have lost loved ones or have high expectations of renewed happiness during the holiday season only to be disappointed. So I definitely associate this time, not all the time, but for people that are going through it with someone that would do something like that. Yeah. I looked into seasonal affective disorder. It's a mood disorder subset in which people who have normal mental health throughout most of the year exhibit depressive symptoms at the same time, most commonly in the winter. So like this whole notion of like, oh yeah, well, most people commit suicide in the summer months or like spring months. I don't know. That just seems like one of those like...
You think the beginning or the start of it is during the winter months and it spills over or it comes to a head by the end of the spring or that time.
Right. And I think especially in black people, we don't like to get out in inclement weather. Like it's raining, I'm not going outside. But I remember my white friends, when it's raining, that means it's football time. Like we playing football. Hey, it's about to rain, we about to go play football outside. You coming through?
Oh.
But black people, when it rain or when it snow or when it's just cold, we not getting outside. Yeah. So I can see how that would be depressing if it's just cold season and I don't want to get outside.
I mean, I definitely do understand how sometimes, even me, I let my mind get in my way. You overthink things and stuff like that. So I can see, your mind is, I think your mind is the most powerful thing on your body. If there's such a saying, I don't know if it's a saying or not, but I know your mind is more powerful than anything. Your mind could take you different places. And if you let yourself get stuck in a certain mindset or in a certain place, and your mind won't let you get out. I know it been times where I couldn't sleep because my mind just was kept racing. Oh, I gotta do this, I gotta make sure I get this done, or I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? I've been there before. I don't know. I guess that might be anxiety. I'm not sure, but I definitely understand. Being from Louisiana and moving to Texas when I was 17. That summer, my parents came, dropped me off at school, and then we prayed, set my room up, got me everything I needed. But then they gave me $300 and then bounced. I was at football practice the next day. You know what I'm saying? And then just being out here in a city so big, not knowing anybody, I was good until Sunday. Sundays I used to be homesick. Like I used to be super homesick. Because that was a day. I mean, I grew up in the church. We always go to church together. Come home. Me and my daddy sitting around our church socks, watching football. We eat. I take a nap, and then I go play basketball around the corner, at the little gym on Sundays. So, and I was just, I was at a time out here where I wasn't going to church. I wasn't eating home-cooked food. I ain't had no car. I was on campus. It wasn't nobody on campus because, my school is kind of like a community school, TSU, Texas Southern University, shout out. So I know on Sundays, I might have been depressed. I thought I was just homesick. I just felt like I was homesick. I just wanted to be home under my family. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't know enough people out here to make it feel like home. And then, after a while, once, I got a car and people I knew like close family friends moved out here. Shout out my cousin Kyla. I used to go over her house just to get a home cooked meal on Sunday, just so I could feel like I was kind of at home. Even now to this day, sometime on Sunday I get out of church. We're not going to watch them Saints. I go to my sister's house. They from Louisiana. Her and her husband from Lafayette. Shout out my brother-in-law Eddie. One time.
Kadiana.
Yeah. So I go over there just to feel like I'm at home around family. You know what I mean? Just I guess sometimes I can see people in the winter months not being around people you love or not having somebody to be around and maybe getting depressed. You know what I mean? Or maybe your mind start your mind start playing tricks on you.
And you know what? That's that might be you. I'm not gonna say you're lucky, but you're blessed to have that in your life. Some people don't necessarily have that aspect to where they can go somewhere and feel like home in their life. You can feel that void. You can feel that void with your family that's from Louisiana in Houston, right? Like some people might even have friends, but they can't feel that void. I don't know. Like I don't know exactly how this whole thing works. But all I'm saying is like I'm glad you, as my dog, have that, like to where like you can proactively go and seek out happiness in that form.
I go holler at my boy Aldo NICE. We'll go over there, whoop up some rice dressing, or you know what I'm saying? Just be around. I don't know, it's something about Louisiana to me. You know what I'm saying? You just be around Louisiana help me feel like I'm at home sometimes. Cause I mean, Texas is cool. I love it. I'm not going. I can't live back in Louisiana. Sorry, can't live there. I can't live there. But I need to be around the energy. I guess it is. You know what I mean? I need that energy.
Oh no.
And it helped me. You know what I'm saying? Like you in Denver.
Special.
Yeah, it's a different. It's a different
something
vibe,
special about
bro.
Louisiana. I want to tell you, like I gained so much liking. I don't know if you remember on the Big Sean album, he said, "My dad from Louisiana," or something like that. And that's the first time. You know how we're very critical of people that get in celebrities' comments and say stupid stuff. The one time in my life that I got in a celebrity's comments was I heard that man say, "My dad from Louisiana," and I'm like, "Whoa, hold up! Like, stop the tape! Like, I'm pause this shit." Yeah. I get on Google and I'm like, Big Sean Dad, like Big Sean Dad, Louisiana. I'm trying to find the right words to see like where exactly Big Sean's origins are coming from. You right? Couldn't find it. And this was brand new. So it was when the CD first came out. It might be there now. So hey, shout out if I got a listener out there that want to tell me exactly where Big Sean's dad is from, just because I want to know. Let me know. But I definitely got in that man's comments and was like, "Hey, where your dad? Like, where exactly in Louisiana?" He never answered.
What part, boy?
Yeah, I want to know. Like, if he was like, "Yeah, my dad's from Monroe," wouldn't you be like, "Word? Like, who's your people?"
Yeah, fuck around, and know y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. That's the first thing. When you meet somebody from Louisiana, the first thing they want to know who your people is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
so
we really feel like we can know you. Like we might be cousins. Fuck around.
Yeah, you just gave me my 6 degrees of separation to Big Sean. He did. So I never found out. But anyway, that's besides the point. I know how it feels when people walk in from Louisiana into the store. I'm head over heels. I see somebody on the street with a Saints hat out here in Denver. I'm going crazy. Like I'm screaming out, "Who that?" If you got just a NOLA shirt on, it don't matter. I'm going crazy. So I know how you feel to get comfort in somebody from your home, like somebody because they know what it is,
Yeah, especially when you out of state, you don't know that many people. You know what I mean? And it, like I said, it's just something about being around that energy, man. Ain't trying to knock on anybody else or knock to Texas. You know what I'm saying? I love Texas. I've been here 18 years now. You know what I'm saying? But it always feels good to be around somebody from that boot, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. It's something about the energy, dog. I don't know.
I feel you. It's a nice conversation that we having.
Yeah.
So open up the doors to Uncle Smuve's cabin. Open up the cabin door.
Open up the cabin door, man.
Get away from my card, nigga. What are you looking at?
Uncle Smuve's cabin.
Chicken and giblets are over there.
Or else you'll just become another log in Uncle Smuve's cabin. I don't have nothing for him. I'm sure people can tell by whenever I write a Uncle Smuve's cabin, it's scripted. I'll write it down just to give you a little sneak peek into that. But I didn't write anything down. I just wanted to tell you I thought it was funny. Both aspects of it. Los, we're going to talk about this after because you're going to have some things to say. I want to know how you feel about this story. So I'm at work the other day and I'm saying what races these people are because it's important to the story. So Asian lady pulls into this parking spot. And she pulled into the parking spot very crooked. Very, very crooked. This black dude pulls next to her and straighten the line. So she couldn't get out of the car. Or so she said, and I'm sorry, she couldn't get out of the parking spot. So what did she do? She called the police. She called the police. So this dude walks in and he like, hey, I need some help. And just to let you know, like I'm having a crazy day. This lady outside is calling the police on me right now. It's just crazy. Like she just saying she can't get out. But look at how we park. Turns out she actually can get out. But she just being difficult. Mm-hmm. So, he all loud, telling the story, what happened, their interaction and whatnot. And he ends up getting called. So he went over to the other side of the store. And so here the Asian lady come in. He with somebody over there. I don't know who he was with. I don't know who was taking care of the dude. But Asian lady walk in, and this is my rendition of the Asian lady. Where he at? She said, where he at? I called the police. All right, look, I found him. Let me see. And so this Asian lady walks up to the dude and goes, I got the police on the phone. They want to know what you got on. They want to know what you're wearing. What? In which the brother responds with the most Medea-esque response. Ma'am, leave me alone. Leave me alone. This is harassment. I love that. I love whenever, I don't even know what to call it, but I love whenever you just put emphasis on certain letters in a word.
Why you made that man sound like a big African? Go ahead.
Harassment. That's what he did. He said it like that. This is harassment, ma'am. Get away from me. Leave me alone. And he beating on his hand, making I don't know if he's making some sort of fist, some sort of slapping noise with both of his hands. It was funny to me. Yeah. And of course, I got this white lady in front of me. And so I'm trying not to make eye contact with her because I didn't want her to look at me and raise up her eyebrows like, you see how y'all niggas be acting? I didn't want her to do no shit like that because then it would have been an issue at my desk too. So I just kept eye contact. I kept no eye contact with her. Okay. And then he goes, this dude is loud too. Inside, not inside voice. He wasn't just like, hey man, leave me alone. I don't want to have nothing to do with this. He was loud. Mm-hmm. And he goes, it's a shame that a black man can't just walk down the road and not have the police called on him. And then he got mad at my coworker and walked out. I don't know what my coworker did, but he just got mad at everybody and just walked out. Mm-hmm. So that's the end of my story. You can go ahead and close the doors on. He walked out of the doors to Uncle Smuve's cabin. And okay. I want to know how you feel about that. I want to know what you would have done in that situation.
Oh, that burns my boudin. Me in that situation, I'm not speaking to you no more. You a little old lady who can't drive, obviously, and you gonna tell him what I got on? I would tell him I ain't got on nothing. I got on a birthday suit, and I'd have walked out. I definitely would have shook the scene before the laws came. I'm not staying around for the police to come shoot me in my face over a lady who can't drive. Because really, at the end of the day, as a black man, you're always damn near guilty before proven innocent. You know what I'm saying? You're guilty first. You have to prove that you're not. Prove that you're not guilty. You know what I'm saying? So, when you talking about calling the police with me, you got me. I'm out. I'm not staying. I don't care. I could be all the way in the right. All the way in the right. I'm just not gonna take that chance because you never know who gonna pull up in that car.
So you would have shook the spot.
Yeah, I'd have left. I wouldn't even win the store. When I'm calling the police and she pick up a phone and call, I'm leaving. I don't want that. I mean, it's just for me.
Would you have carried on with your chores? Would you have carried on with what you set out to do, or would you have gone to another store?
I would have skipped that one, that chore, and went to another one that came back.
I'd
have came back and done it. I'd have came back or something. I just would have left the situation. You talking about calling police on me as a black man? I mean, the results show, percentages show that we gonna take the L, 9, maybe 8 out of 10 times. I think it just for me, I just don't want to deal with the headache, man. I just don't want to do it because my thing is too. After a while, you keep doing that. I know I'm right. You're gonna piss me off. And that definitely don't help the situation. You know what I mean? So instead of me getting mad and going to jail. Asian. Yeah, still. That'll piss me off too. Asian, you damn near white. Your eyes just little. That's it. Nah, I'm just stopping.
That's still good, huh?
but you're still white. You know what I'm saying? They still think they're better than us. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I just would have left the situation and went on. Maybe I went and did another chore and came back or went to another store because they got cell phone stores 3 minutes away from each other. So I definitely would have once I realized that she really called the police, I'd have left, man. I don't want that.
So yeah, two things. I don't work at a cell phone store. Cool. And the other thing is I feel you. I probably would have left as well. The type of store I work at, there's other ones, so I'd have probably just went to a different one. I feel you on that one. Like I just would have went to another place. Like I guess I'm gonna just chalk it up to vibes. I didn't get good vibes at this place. I wouldn't have been in the store hollering. I'd have just been, I probably would have just left. But it was funny though. It just was funny because I feel like that dude took his opportunity to go full-fledged like Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, Farrakhan, Martin Luther King. Like he just full-fledged let these people know how they be treating us out here. Like this is what I got to deal with. I want y'all to know how it feels to be a black man, and I want everybody to know that shit. And I'm not necessarily saying that that's a bad thing. I just know that I wouldn't do it.
And the thing about it too is you still lose because nobody knows the backstory to it if you didn't tell them. So if I just walked in that store and he says that, it's still like a black man that yelling at a little Chinese lady.
But I'll be honest with you. I will be honest with you. The way that little lady walked into the store, that man was.
She walked in with the beef like that.
She walked in with the beef with the police. I got the police on the phone. The way that she walked in, and was like just very, very. She was kind of aggressive and like the police want to know what you have on. Like that's weird. Like how you gonna come and ask me what I have on? Like get away from me. And that's what that man said. So cool. I probably would have been like, hey, like leave me alone. And then if she was still pushing, I'd have bounced, like you said. But I would not have made a big stir. But I will tell you, if I was just a fly on the wall, or if I was like an unbiased ear, I would have said to myself, damn, that's a crazy black dude, but that's a crazy Asian lady too. But that black dude didn't do shit. That dude just been chilling in here. Like he wasn't talking loud at first or nothing. But as soon as this lady walk in there talking about, and he talking about, hey, you did me something. And he was like, ma'am, look, I didn't do you anything. Like, can you please just leave me alone? Like, I didn't do you nothing. Like, if I see somebody doing that, talking about like, hey, leave me alone, I'm most likely going to go with that person that's talking about.
On that person's side, I can see that.
On the flip side, I will tell you that my dad used to work in Washington, D.C., and there was a person that pickpocketed somebody right in front of him. Oh. And the dude felt it, and they had a cop standing right there as well. And so he was like, oh, shit, hey, this dude just stole my wallet. And the dude that stole the wallet, of course, he's smooth, he a con artist. He was like, yo, I don't know what this dude is talking about. Like, please, sir, like, I don't know what this dude is talking about. Like, can you please get this guy, like, can you please get this guy to leave me alone? So on the flip side, dude may have done something wrong. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he didn't. So I would have probably bounced like you would have.
Yeah, I mean, the laws and black people, that for me, just don't get lost, especially when they're called. If you don't have anybody on your side saying, no, like that security guard at the club, the guy wanted to be a police officer all his life, ended up getting shot. Somebody was shooting at the club or had a fight at the club. He told dudes to leave. They got upset at him. I forgot what state this was in. But they got upset at him. He made him leave. Dude said, okay, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Dude went and got his gun, started shooting. The security officer exchanged. He was licensed to carry. Exchanged fire with the guy. Apprehended the dude who was shooting at the club. Officer pulls up. All he sees is a black man with his foot on another black man with a gun pointed at him. He started screaming and hollering at the dude. The security guy, put your gun down, put your gun down. Everybody around him said, hey, no. He's a good guy. He stopped that boy. He was shooting. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop, whoop. He ended up killing the security guard. Ended up killing that man. All his friends said all the man wanted to do was be a police officer. All his life, all he ever talked about was being a police officer. He just apprehended the suspect instead of just I understand you're a lawman. You hear, shots fired at a club that probably, is kind of notorious for those things. I guess I'm not sure. I don't know. But all you hear shots fired at the club. You come in on 10. But yeah, they end up shooting that man. So when it comes to the cops being called on me, because I just feel like you never know what situation you're going to be in when they're called, when they get there. So say she called the laws on him and they roll up, they outside fussing. She going back, they going back and forth. Lawman roll up, see a black man fussing with a little Asian lady. Who are he going to jump on?
Yeah, no, you got a point. So like I said, I'm with you. I'm probably getting out of there before them laws show up. So I feel you on that.
For sure, man. What we got up next, Rog Smuve?
Well, you know what we got up next?
What we got?
We got the shout outs. I want to shout out to all of our loyal listeners. Please give us a like, comment, anything that you could give us. Just some love. Like, appreciate all the love that people have shown and all of the future love that we're going to get.
Believe that. Go to all the social media. You know, it's Best Friend Weekend everywhere. BFW Pod, Twitter. Go on all our social media. Follow, like, comment on YouTube. Let us know what's in. Oh, 2 Black Buster videos just dropped. I believe they dropped. They should be out. Or they're coming. I
think I saw.
Gonna look out for that.
I saw. I saw you got to pick it, and it was somebody bumped and rump. Like, I never heard of that song before, but it was funny.
You never heard of the Pumps in a Bump with MC Hammer?
Pumps in a Bump. Nope, never heard it.
Boy.
Like, I was very, very skeptical, like, when I was watching it, and I was like, is MC Hammer and Deion Sanders are they the same person? I didn't know if MC Hammer and Deion Sanders was the same exact person, and then I was like, them boys was like hooking up or something, you know? I didn't know what was going on. So,
nah, bro, that video was probably one of the funniest videos I've ever. Even as a little kid, I saw. It's like, man, this dude is wild with the little European cut thong thing. It just was weird. I
got a request.
What's up?
I got a request for Blackbuster video. Do something from BET. Do something from BET Uncut. Give me something like Ain't Nothing Like Money in a Ziploc Bag. Give me something like that.
Okay. You know,
give me something raunchy. Give me something low budget.
Okay. We're gonna definitely keep that in mind, man. We got a lot more coming. We're gonna try to get them out weekly. You know, schedule's going crazy right now. Holidays up. You know, people with their family. Shout out to boy Aldo NICE. He should be at homecoming right now.
This podcast is brought to you by Aldo NICE.
Definitely. Shout out. Just keep up with the Best Friend Weekend Network, man. We working over here. For
sure. Well, stay up in this lonely season, or stay down in this cuddle season, however you feel it. And we out.
Wow.